Hi everyone, CohhCarnage here with another thoughts video, this time on Outward. Outward kind of came out of nowhere for me. I wasn't really super hyped for this game. I heard a little bit about it and I was looking forward to checking it out, but I didn't really expect it to grab me. About a week ago, just under a week ago, I decided to try it for a morning stream and then return to Sekiro. I started playing it and pretty much immediately fell in love. Outward is something pretty special. If you are a fan of the Gothic series, Two Worlds, Elix, I think that Outward is going to have a lot to offer you. Outward is a open world RPG. It is a classless RPG at the start. So in other words, you just have your character. You don't distribute stats or pick skills. The entire game is based on basically traveling around, learning how to use the game's various systems. You actually seek out trainers, which you can then train into your class. There's 8 classes total, each with basic abilities and what are called chained abilities, which you have to spend unbreak points to get to. And through all this different adventuring and exploring and training, you can kind of build your character how you want to. So what I did is I ended up playing at first kind of just like a standard fighter. That then evolved into a mana user, which then evolved into a rune mage, which then evolved into a mercenary. And I ended up being a Gundalf-style mage that used a flaming pistol at the end of the game. It was pretty awesome. And yeah, that all was very fun. The game itself is pretty long. There's 4 giant regions to explore, each with their own kind of landmarks. They also have a variety of things that aren't marked on the map, including yourself, by the way, which you have to kind of figure out by using major waypoints where you are on the map. And also a lot of different things to just see and do. Now, to kind of sum this up real quick, because I want to keep this video pretty short. If you like Outward, you will probably love Outward. It's not super buggy. There are a few bugs. All the systems are very cool. There's lots of great things to see. Very interesting mechanics and systems to do. However, on the flip side, the combat is like Dark Souls light. It's a very basic combat system, kind of similar to old games as well. But is that a? Oh, what did I just say? If you like Outward, you will like Outward. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say if you like Gothic, you would like Outward. If you like Outward, you would love Outward. Yeah, for sure. Actually, what I think I meant to say is if you like Outward, you will probably love Outward. But if you don't like Outward, you will probably hate Outward. That's where I was going with that. Like, basically, a good example to say is, I'll never forget when I was reading the Steam reviews for this game first, there was this guy that basically had about 3 hours played, and in his playthrough, he said, I started this game and I liked it. I ran outside and there were 2 bandits. For 2 hours, I died repeatedly as I tried to kill those bandits. I never could kill them. This game is too hard. It's dumb. And I quit. So those types of people, the people that are expecting this game to kind of hand a main story quest to you, for you to easily be able to move through it and kill everything you come across, that's not this kind of game. And that's kind of what I meant by that earlier comment. It's just like Gothic, just like Two Worlds, just like Elix. This game is kind of very punishing until you learn how to do the combat system. You learn how to take advantage of the game's strengths. And at that point, it arguably becomes too easy. Again, just like the games that I mentioned. So anyway, going back to the TLDR we were talking about, Outward, very cool game. I spent 40 hours in it. I just completed 1 of the 3 main quest lines. Had a great time. I'm already thinking about doing a melee character as a different faction. I had a great time playing it the whole time. I'm looking forward to diving back into it for 40 bucks. Again, if you're a fan of those 3 games I mentioned, Two Worlds, Gothic, or Elix, I think you'll really enjoy this game, and it's definitely worth the price. I will say, though, if you are even slightly on the fence about this, go watch my YouTube playthrough. At least skip around until you get to the combat, and look at the combat specifically. If the combat doesn't turn you off too much, I think you're going to be in for a really fun ride. So anyway, that is our thoughts video for Outward. I do really appreciate you guys being here for it, especially those that watched the playthrough. The playthrough on Twitch was amazingly fun. At one point, we had like 19,000 people in there watching Outward. It was crazy entertaining to play that game. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next thoughts video.